Well, hello there, YouTube. On this mostly cloudy morning ride to work. I'm just sitting here pondering life, as always. And I was thinking about, man, how many Harleys we get at our store. We jokingly say we're gonna hang a Harley shingle out in front of the store. And we have so many Harleys, we just as well be a Harley dealer. Man, some of the incredibly nice ones that we get, it's crazy. It's got a 2014 Breakout, not a CVO, just a regular Breakout, with 600 and something miles on it. A 2014 Softail Classic Tour or something like that. It's got bags, and the guy's got Mustang seats, you know, driver, passenger, all kinds of frilly willy dillies on that thing. It is completely stock, bone stock, and it only has 2,600 miles on it. And I mean, both these things look brand spanking new. Then of course the Electric Glide Ultra Limited that I'm looking at, I still haven't got any numbers on that thing. All the powers that be are at our Longview store on Wednesdays, so, and they're really crazy busy on Tuesday when I made the video talking about the Ultra Limited, so I never got any numbers on it. I'll bug them again today. I'll get them early so maybe they can tackle it out, see what they want, what they need, and what kind of crazy debt I can get myself into over this thing. If you notice, there's the pictures I use, there's a rag covering the transmission, and you'll see that the right exhaust has been removed. Actually, all the exhaust on the right hand side, I think, had to be removed. That damn thing, that 2-in-1 where it comes out, passes right over that transmission cover, and there's no way of manipulating that thing. The exhausts just have to come off. But anyway, that's why that thing's in pieces. That's because that reverse kit. And once I realized I, at the very least, needed special tools to get those reverse gears off the ends of the transmission, and I was going to need, you know, a Harley push rod and the nuts for the end of the transmission. Whatever parts were taken off, the customer never received back, so, or didn't request them back, whatever. Anyway, that's where everything kind of stopped, and they decided that he paid us some money to remove that as part of the deal, trading it in on the Spyder, and we're just going to give him his money back and going to undo it. And any labor time I have in it, you know, if I buy this thing, I'll just absorb. I didn't do the used vehicle inspection on it, so there's no parts or labor put towards it yet, so I'll just eat the cost. I don't know if I'll borrow a trailer and truck and haul the thing home, or, you know, I can come in early, stay late, and work on it for a few days until I get it together. But the problem with that is, when I do that, I gotta leave something behind, or I can arrange to you know, ride with Kelly to the Longview store and hitch a ride with somebody going farther south to the Vancouver store. But anyway, yeah, lots of Harleys. If you guys are anywhere in the area and you're interested in Harleys, make sure you check our, I think they pretty soon put them on the website, or better yet, just call and ask for sales. That's what kind of used Harleys we have, because they come in and go so rapidly that I believe some of them never make it to our website or anything. These things get UVI'd or used vehicle inspection, checked out, and oil changes and all that kind of good jazz, and they end up on the floor and bam, they're gone. So anyway, I'm pretty excited about this this ultra limited. More of a, this will be more like the old Venture, where Kelly and I go off on these rides together, you know. Just go sneak off and take a little trip. Just do stuff like we used to do that with the Venture all the time. It's not that I don't trust the old Venture or anything like that. As you know, I'll drive that thing to work without batting an eye. You know, that's 150 miles a whack. You know, but she ain't so pretty anymore. She's looking a little rough, and I don't know. It just, you kind of feel ratty-tatty riding that old thing around. Which I don't have big concerns over that, but it's nicer to take your wife out on something nice. You know, that's why when we go together, I always take her on the Spyder. You know, gonna take her out on something nice. Not that the Venture's not comfortable as hell, that she's not comfortable. I mean, she loves that thing. Hell, she goes to sleep on it back there. But again, you know, it's just the idea. You want to take your wife out on something nice. Good Lord, that old Harley, that thing will last me 15 lifetimes. So I've been sitting here pondering, you know, what I would do with the Road King if I get this thing and I really, really like it. And they may make me an offer as a trade-in on it, and I may end up doing that. I don't know. But man, they just couldn't give me enough for it. I know whatever they give me, I'm just gonna sit back and go, you know, no. I got less than 2 years, and she's paid off. The payments are low, the interest is low. I mean, just big chunks of the payment go to principal. You know, and after that first year out of a 3-year loan, you know, most of your interest has been paid. You know how that slide, if you ever look at that thing, what goes to principal, what goes to interest. You know, they try to get their money first. That's why you can really mess them up and you know, do like double payments, 1.5 payments, or just add $50 to your payment every time. That just undermines their deal. They don't like that. I mean, it looks good and you pay it off quick. Hell, just putting $50 a payment on that thing, you'd be surprised how quick you can how much time you can reduce on your loan. You won't be paying that thing for a full 3 years, that's for sure. And it's so cheap to do. But yeah, it's almost like some procrastination thing or whatever. I just got this quick transfer thing where it just auto takes it, and I don't go back and add some extra to it, and I should. You know, and when you're about, you know, 2.5 years into that thing, and you're thinking, man, this thing would have been long paid off. And you think, what an idiot. Why do we do the stupid things like that? I just call it just pure procrastination, just putting it off and not doing it. You know, I could probably, I don't know, with the bank I could probably set the thing to make a higher payment on its auto withdrawal. I'm sure I probably could. I should probably look into that. But I'm over a year into her now, just over. And the amount owed is looking real nice. I had the loan on the 48, the 72, that 2013 or 2012. Is that right? Yeah, 2012 Sportster 72, the 1200, the XL 1200V, as in victory. But I just basically flopped alone. So actually I put 1,000 down. I added 1,000 down to it, and it actually I walked away essentially with $1,000 less loan than what I was owing on the 72. So yeah, it's great, fan-freaking-tastic. I wouldn't even tell you guys what I paid for that Road King. I'd just be the biggest idiot in the world to sell that thing. Not for a substantial profit. And why should I give it away? I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong. It's, you know, it's like new. It's got, what, 6,300 miles on it? And most of that was put on going to the Utah trip. I forget what I ended up putting on that thing. It was like 32 or 3,400 miles, and it had 15 something on it when I bought it. 1,500 and something miles. So I think I've seen this discussed before on other MotoVlogs, but do you guys wave at people on the freeway? If there's any way that I believe they can see me waving, I wave. I just wave. A lot of times they wave back. But the freeway is kind of one of those things, you know, you're at speed, you're in traffic, you're usually paying attention to what the hell you're doing, and getting distracted and looking at passing motorcycles is not the wisest thing to do. And I feel bad sometimes because, you know, I am paying attention to traffic. You know, you're coming up on somebody, you got those, you know, those few moments that you're in their blind spot. So, you know, you're definitely paying attention and ready to react to anything they may do, you know, a sudden lane change or whatever. And in my peripheral, I'll see, hell, I've even had a whole pack of bikes go by, and I see them at the last second. I'm thinking, God. You know, and the worst thing is whenever you miss them, that's when they're waving at you. And you're like, oh, what a D-bag. All those guys are waving, and I just drive by like I'm too good to wave. And it's always when you're on some opposing style or brand of bike, you know. I'll be on my DR and you know, a FJR 1300 will go by, or I'll be on the Spyder and I heard the Harleys go by, and I always wondered if they could, them pompous ass Spyder people, they don't wave at motorcycles, they think they're too good or whatever. And, you know, I think that sometimes too, you know, I'll wave and I think they should have waved back, and I'll think, you know, oh, damn Harley guys, you know, they're anti-Spyder or anti-Japanese, anti-dual sport, whatever, you know. Those little thoughts go through your head. We all think that. The one thing I do not find acceptable is when someone blatantly ignores you. I mean, any of you that's spent any time in motorcycles, you always look and see what somebody's riding and acknowledge, hey, you're out here doing the same thing I am, you know, out in an uncaged vehicle, enjoying the freedom of riding a motorcycle. And I wave at anybody and everyone I can. I'm not going to pull up and start some long conversation with you. That drives me nuts too. You're on a trip, or you're on your way to work, and some guy will pull up and want to have this long ass discussion about, you know, spiders and whatever. We got something here, a dresser or a spider or something. All I seen was a fairing and bags. It's a electric glide of some sort. But I don't know if you guys seen the blue bike off to the right there. But I want to tell you something shocking that just baffled my mind. The dry weight of my Road King is exactly 850.0 pounds. It's 850 pounds. the dry weight of the Ultra Classic is 861 point something, 861.2 or 3, or it's 861 point something. Are you kidding me? That Ultra Classic is 11 pounds heavier than my Road King. That thing is huge. The thing is massively huge. And you know, the curb weight, running weight of that thing is I think it's 880 something. So that ain't bad. Jeez, it's not bad at all. And the specs, you know, obviously there's no Harley brochure on there. I don't know what the curb weight is on my Road King. So somewhere close to there, because all you're doing is, you know, that's, you know, adding oils, battery, and what is it? It's like 3/4 of a tank. It's not a full tank of gas, the curb weight. What is that? Half, 3/4 of a tank? Why not just fill the damn tank up and tell us what the running thing is? There's some, and that may not be true anymore, but I remember reading something that's not a full tank of gas. That doesn't make any sense, because I guess most of the time you're not riding with a full tank of gas. So if they figure, I don't know, half, 3/4 of a tank or something, that's curb weight. But looks like gas mileage is about this. Rating is roughly the same as my Road King, which is at 42. And but that being said, you know, the gas rating of my Road King was done way before ethanol was introduced, and this is with ethanol, obviously, on the Ultra. So you know, you get down like into Utah and stuff where they don't always use ethanol. Oh man, I think even Idaho has got kind of the same thing. Geez, all the way through Utah and Idaho, I just got incredible gas mileage. And all of us were amazed. All of us that were down there, we all pay attention to our gas mileage, and we're just utterly amazed at the gas mileage we were getting. Of course, Strip Bolt, you know, he was new to his street bob, so that was his first trip on it. So that was his first trip numbers, but he was getting crazy gas mileage. I mean, I think he was hovering around the 60 miles to the gallon. How does that even happen on a big old Harley, you know? But I was getting pretty consistent 52 miles to the gallon out of the Road King, which is insane. That's just unbelievable. The best I ever get, you know, here with the ethanol we have in Washington, Oregon. I think, and I may have, you know, who knows, I made a mistake, didn't fill the tank up all the way once and skewed the numbers or something, but I think, you know, mid-40s is about the highest I ever see around here. And, you know, I ride that thing easy. you see, I don't flog that thing around. I romp on it every once in a while just to, you know, make sure there's no carbon building up or anything, which it won't, because I can tell by my exhaust color she's not running too fat. It's the nice thing about fuel injection. You can manipulate the mapping on there so they're within a very safe range, but yet not. People tend to go, and this is just a horrible habit, especially with carbureted bikes, is people think, well, more fuel is better, so way more fuel's even got to be better yet. Hell no. Too rich is just too rich, and you're actually taking power away, and you're carboning everything up and just making a mess out of everything. But anyway, I've rattled on for dang near 30 minutes here, and oh Lord, the sun's kind of in your face, so you're just getting this washed out, diffused, non-color popping look here for a while. So I apologize for that. So it's always better to have the sun behind you, or at the very least straight above you. But anyway, hell, I've talked you all the way to Woodland here. That's crazy. So anyway, I will chit-chat with you guys later on. I'm sure I'll come up with something, whether I use it or not, on the way home. But if this is all I use today, I appreciate you watching. And if you enjoyed this, you know, the old normal, hit the old thumbs up if you don't mind. That helps. And if you didn't like it, like I like to say, you know what to do. And that helps too. So anyway, I do appreciate you guys watching. You know I do. You probably don't know I do, because I don't answer too many comments here this time of year. If you look back in the middle of last summer too, I have a hard time getting back to the comments. You know, when it starts slowing down, you'll start seeing me commenting like crazy. I'm just a damn flamed out after work and this long drive that, man, I get home and it's everything I can do to just kind of cobble up a video to have for the next day. Anyway, yeah, way long time. So I need to let you guys go for however many number of times this is. I see that where that truck just changed, and I was kind of in the blind spot of that Chevy SUV. That's where you get called out. When suddenly people in front of you, like a truck, changes lanes, even if the truck is going the same speed limit you are, their first thought is, get the hell out of the way, that truck's going slow. So they'll see that truck move and they'll just move. Well, if you're in the blind spot, you're dead meat. You better hope you got a big shoulder over there to drive off into. So anyway, there's my driving in traffic lesson for the day. Always pay attention when people start jockeying positions ahead of you, because the people beside you may react to that. And two, never stay for any amount of time in somebody's blind spot. If you're driving along, here's some advice that'll tell you how well you're doing. See that little horn button? If you clearly know where your horn button is on your motorcycle, and you find you use that thing more than like once or twice in an entire year, you're not a defensive driver. You should never be in a position where you have to honk your horn at somebody. When you're honking your horn at somebody, it's like the light's green, or, you know, hey, you know, I'm slowly coming up to you and you're not looking at me. I just want to give you a little honk here, and just a little beep beep, let you know I'm here, you know. Because I think we're safe, but I'm not sure you're seeing me, type of thing. But that's at slow speed. At high speed, they ain't going to hear you anyway. So putting some highfalutin, ear-piercing horn on your bike is not going to save you. You are going to save you. I'm telling you, if you use your horn while you're driving down the road more than a couple times a year, you are not driving defensively. You should never be in a spot that you have to honk your horn to save yourself. I'm telling you. Fact. No joke. If you drive like you're invisible at all times, never, ever, ever assume they see you. You are a ghost going down the road. Because to people driving in cages, myself included, tell me you haven't done this. You've been in your cage and not seen a motorcycle. Be honest. So, anyway, save yourself. Be invisible and be extremely defensive. There you are. The old Smoak's advice for the day. Anyway, way too long of a video. You guys probably, you know, set up a time, get yourself a little snack and some tea or coffee, and sit in a cozy chair. It's like watching a damn episode of your favorite half-hour show on TV or something. Except for you got to go through the torture of a whole 30 minutes of me, because there's no commercials in there. no break to go to the bathroom. Pause. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll talk to you later now. Let's see ya. How many is that? 5 buys? Okay. We're gone. We'll see ya. Bye-bye now.